Today is the first day of David Urey's shared reading of Toys Go Out. We are so excited about this opportunity for our families. Be sure to check Class Dojo each day for the pages being read, family discussion questions, and a video of staff members reading the pages of the day. Each morning, students will have an opportunity to answer a trivia question from the previous day's reading. We will also be sharing a parent's guide for reading at home with your students. This guide will be broken into 5 mini sessions. Each session will be focused on ways you can encourage reading at home and support your students' reading progress. We'll be sharing these brief videos on Class Dojo every day this week as part of our Toys Go Out experience. Today's session is focused on family reading routines. Developing a reading habit in your home is the first and most important step. There is no right or wrong way as long as you are consistently reading as a family. Decide on the time of day that works for your family. It may be helpful to set a daily reminder on your phones until it becomes a habit. It may seem difficult to find a consistent time, but keep in mind it doesn't need to be lengthy. 10 to 15 minutes per day is great. If you're concerned that it may take too much time, use a timer. Set it for whatever time you have available so your children know. Again, it doesn't have to be lengthy. You may want to also consider other routines that will make it more peaceful and enjoyable for everyone. For example, is there a location in your home that is comfortable for everyone? If you have multiple children, do you want to let them take turns deciding what is read? This could help eliminate any potential disagreements. We know that everyone is busy. It's okay if you miss a day. The important thing is that family reading is prioritized whenever you can. Consistency is key. The reading you do as a family can vary. Sometimes it can be reading to yourselves, and other times it may be reading aloud a story. Don't be afraid to read aloud with students of all ages. Children love to have good stories read to them. If you have students that struggle with reading or don't enjoy it yet, reading aloud is important. There is a lot of benefit when students have books read to them. Students' ability to understand stories that are read to them and to talk about those stories is directly linked to their ability to understand books they read for themselves. Said another way, listening comprehension is directly linked to reading comprehension. When reading aloud to your students, here are some tips. Show emotion that matches the story. Mirroring the emotions felt by the characters will help your students develop meaning. Vary your rhythm. For example, during a suspenseful section of the story, slow down and let the suspense build. When reading aloud, you're performing the story. Don't be afraid to be silly. Accents, funny voices, and sound effects are all great tools to make reading more fun. Stay engaged throughout the reading time, stopping from time to time to explain an unfamiliar word or ask your child to make a prediction. You don't want to interrupt the reading too much, but making it interactive is valuable. Expect some fidgeting. Some listeners will sit still and be mesmerized by the story, but that's not true for everyone. Some listeners stay more engaged with something in their hands like a small toy. Work together to figure out what your student needs. Our shared reading of Toys Go Out is the perfect opportunity to start some reading routines with your family. We hope you and your family will join us on our journey with Lumpy, Stingray, and Plastic and put some of these tips into practice. Share photos of your family reading Toys Go Out together on Twitter and be sure to tag us. We hope you'll join us tomorrow for the next part of our Parents' Guide to Reading at Home.